kicked off in Cape Town. Our reporter Manelisi Dubase spent the day there and joins us now from the Indaba. Manelisi, thanks very much for joining us. This is a really big gathering for the mining sector, biggest on the continent, one of the biggest in the world. And of course, I suppose, being the home country, South Africa, the star of the show, the Mines Minister. What did Gwede Mantashe have to say?
Well, as you would expect, Peter, that he emphasized on two aspects. Firstly, one issue that the mining industry has been concerned about, which is policy certainty. You know, the whole issue of policy and regulatory framework of South Africa. Gwede Mantashe told them that they have met all their expectations and they have already finalized even the mining charter, which the industry has been looking at with great concerns to see whether it will come up having changed to being what it was when the minister was Minister Mosebenzi Zwane. Many of them have gave it a thumbs up for the fact that if you look at it, Peter, it got something for everyone, but it doesn't have everything for everybody. So it's a question of, the give and take with regard to that. But another issue that Gwede emphasized is that when these mining giants come to South Africa to invest here, it will be important that they involved the labor and the communities. And he cited an example of Kolobeni in the Eastern Cape, which has been on the news very recently, where communities view the mining sector from a negative point of view, that, they are there to pollute their environment, to change their lifestyle, and so on and so forth. So he emphasized that it is in the best interest of the industry, probably not only here in South Africa, but all over, that they make sure that even their profits benefit mining communities and they improve the standard of living in those areas. So those are the two emphases that Gwede try to stamp in here.
All right. So were there some big themes that were coming through? I would imagine jobs is one of the concerns.
Well, Peter, the mining industry has shedded almost 20% of the jobs that it had. I mean, they used to employ something like 500,000 in South Africa. They are down to around 430,000 now. And I was saying earlier to our colleagues that one of the things that I was not aware of myself is the whole eminent introduction of what they called the fourth industrial revolution. Apparently this is going to shed even more jobs because, for instance, they will be introducing through this industrial revolution driverless trucks and cars, which means these trucks that are transporting these commodities will be driverless. It means all these drivers are going to lose their jobs. I mean, they will use drones to export and import these commodities from one area to another, and it will need a highly skilled personnel, which means the industry will stop to being a labor-intensive industry. So those were some of the concerns, although, I mean, they are excited about the technological changes that are coming, but they will come at a price for the working class.
All right, now this is one of the biggest gatherings for people, and I believe that there are record numbers of people that have arrived this year. What are we likely to see over the coming days and being discussed and deals being made, one hopes?
Well, Peter, I mean, you are right. I mean, if you can look, I remember I covered this gathering in 1994. There were about 400 delegates, and I think the Minister of Minerals then was the late Bekbota. It has grown from then, 25 years later now, to, attracting well over 6,000 delegates, that is registered delegates. I mean, there are other delegates in and around Cape Town that are marketing themselves, that are looking at opportunities. So all in all, you have quite almost double that amount. It was shown by the number of hotels that are fully booked all around central Cape Town. But anyway, back to your question, I mean, the emphasis really, much as South Africa is a hosting country. Indeed, South Africa still has so many minerals underneath its ground, and they are looking forward, to exploiting these minerals and to come with their money and invest here. One of the issues, that's why the president will be here. The president has never, the sitting president of South Africa has never addressed this gathering. The president will be here tomorrow. He will be emphasizing on issues of expropriation without compensation. It's not directly linked to mine, but it is directly linked to investments. As I just said to you, that it's not only mining executives who are here, it's investors who are looking at other opportunities. And the president will also address issues pertaining to state-owned enterprises, especially Eskom, because the mining industry will need to be assured that for its long-term investments, there will have to be sustainable energy supply. And Eskom, of course, is key to that. Hence, we always say that Eskom is just too big to fail. Perhaps even the SABC, I'm joking, but Eskom is just too big to fail, Peter.
All right, Manelisi, thanks very much indeed. That's Manelisi Dubase, who's covering the Mining Indaba for us in Cape Town. And as he said, the president will be addressing delegates tomorrow. We'll keep a track of that for you. Palisa.